What's going on, guys? It's Milo there. It's been a long time since I've been in this hobby room, but we've got a new kit, the TLR 22X-T. Obviously, this is succeeding the 22T 4.0, which is an awesome truck, and I sold it on release of this guy here. So I'm very excited to get into this and see the differences between the 4.0 and the 22X-T. As you can see, the boxes are pretty substantial. Pretty substantial difference in the size. Even how they styled, it's a bit different. But very curious to see the differences, and I'm very excited to dig into it. So let's get her open. All right, so let's get this old TLR box out of the way and have a look at this brand new 22X-T from TLR. So pretty nice box art, similar as the generation before. Some differences. You can see what you need: transmitter, receiver, servo, ESC, LiPo, charger. Apparently you also need a body and paint, which is interesting. You'd think that they would include a body, but yeah, you're basically standard stuff. They have also changed the wheels to standard offset, which is nice. So your wheels from other trucks will fit. You don't need specific TLR wheels, which is wonderful. Oh, some nice shots of the back. Let's crack this seal and see what's inside. Feels like there's not much, to be honest. It's weird without having the body. Now I'm hoping my body from my 4.0 will fit. We'll have to wait and see. But bag F, D, control arms, carbon fiber shock towers. What's this guy here? Tuning parts bag, which would be, looks like different size cups and whatnot. Spring cups, that is. More control arms, shocks. Looks like some knuckles, maybe. Whole bunch of bags. It's really weird not seeing anything else. Here's ball diff. Let's do grease. I gotta switch that out for a gear diff, as this will be for carpet. Your links, chassis plate. Wow, that's nice and light. And you've got your instructions. Definitely feels like there's not a whole lot in there. It's always nice to get your beautiful sticker sheet. It's also interesting they include Trinity stickers, but cannot complain about more decals. Oh, is this, no, I'll have to cut it. This knife is extremely dull. Sharpen it. This nice sticker sheet, set that over to the side. Manual. Nice high quality, as you'd expect from TLR. Spare hardware bag, which is nice that they include this. Bunch of spare screws. And then your typical wrench. Excellent. Well, let's dive into the build and we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, so building shocks, and there's one error. I don't know if you guys could notice, but there's these little spacers, these little black spacers included in the kit. You were supposed to put one on the very front, so you can see I've got one in there on both of the front ones. That's the only thing that I've noticed, and I know this just from what guys have been saying. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna keep going here, and yeah. Alright guys, so I ended up finishing these shocks off camera. I ended up putting the wrong oil in it. So I put the front and the rear and the rear and the front. So I fixed them and I decided, oh, you know what, I'll just finish it. Shocks aren't anything too crazy different, so is that done, and we're gonna get on to the steering rack. So we're actually gonna start building stuff, which is exciting. Well, we're actually starting to look like an actual truck. My brain's half working because I'm pretty tired, but it's definitely different than the 4.0, but I am liking what I'm seeing so far. It seems a lot easier to work on, and it seems like it'll honestly be more durable. That pivot block is going to be replaced in a metal one. These are pretty prone to cracking in the 4.0. I'm assuming it'll be the same in this, so that'll be getting changed out. But anyways, we are on to bag E, and that might be it for tonight. We'll see. Alright guys, that's where we're going to leave off for tonight. The front end is finished, so tomorrow we will start on bag F, which will be the rear end. But here's what we have so far. It's pretty neat how these how they changed the whole front end. It's completely different. Not a huge fan of these composite shock caps. The aluminum ones were definitely better. It's nice having a carbon fiber shock tower though. Overall, the front end is definitely an improvement over the last generation. Got some aluminum bits, carbon fiber bits in there. Yeah, I quite like this kit. Shocks feel absolutely great. It should be considerably better than the 4.0, and the 4.0 is pretty kick-ass, so I'm very excited to see what this can do. Anyways, thank you guys for watching part 1. Make sure to watch part 2 for the rest of the build, and I will see you guys in part 2.